It's for you. It's for you. Yeah, it's for my street.
Disorderly conduct. A person is guilty of disorderly conduct when, with, or intent to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creating a risk thereof. 1. He or she engages in fighting or in violent, turbulence, or threatening behavior. Or 2. He makes unreasonable noise. Or 3. In a public place he uses abusive or obscene language or makes an obscene gesture. Or 4. Without lawful authority, he disturbs any lawful assembly or meeting of persons. Or 5. He obstructs vehicular or pedestrian traffic or creates a hazardous or physical offense condition by an act which serves no legitimate purpose. 7. He congregates with other persons in a public place and refuses to comply with the lawful order of the police to disperse. Disorderly conduct is a violation.
It's been proven that it's, in Supreme Court cases, it's unconstitutionally vague and overbroad. Those are the exact words of the Supreme Court justices in determining what it is and what's not. And prohibited behavior is so nebulous, you might say, that it's hard to define. And you never know when you cross the line because there is no line there. If the law itself can't define it, how can the public?
Hi, my name is John. In 2008, I was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct in Central Park because of an alleged park curfew. Once I was in the precinct, I refused to give my fingerprints. Once I was in front of a criminal court arraignment judge, I was asked why did I refuse to give fingerprints, and I answered simply because I did not commit a crime. They held me until my fingerprints were taken by force and the charges were dropped later on. The reason why I believe that disorderly conduct is an important issue is because people are being arrested or ticketed and charged with disorderly conduct and are encouraged to plead guilty. And if they do plead guilty, they are told to pay a $125 surcharge. And they haven't really committed any crime. So my thing is, if the public wants to give the city of New York their money, all they have to do is send a check or money order made payable to the city of New York to City Hall.
Disorderly conduct just by picking up a bottle off the street and put in a garbage can. And the police gave me a ticket for disorderly conduct and consumption of alcohol. I was arrested. I was taken down to central booking. I was fingerprinted. They didn't have no room in central booking, so they had me going all over the Bronx and all these different precincts. I spent the night at the 52nd precinct up on Mashula Parkway. The next morning, they came and got us to go see the judge. I didn't even go see the judge. They dismissed the case right there.
Wow.
After you spend the night?
Hi. There was an incident that happened to me and my husband. After we saw our daughter, we were staying in Brooklyn at the time. This happened like 2 years ago, 2 summers ago. And so what happened, there was this car that I guess I'm thinking that was my husband's friends coming out the SUVs and stuff. They come out the car and they said, "Hello, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And so they came up and approached us and said, "Well, what's in that bag?" I'm like, "It's soda." And he was like, "Well, we're cops and this and that." And I looked at him like, "Well, we don't have nothing." So they checked the soda and everything. It's like, "Okay, it's nothing." They asked for no ID, no nothing. They was trying to make that quota. So that's what happened to me and my husband.
It cuts across the board in the different communities across New York. Same NYPD is in the 5 boroughs, and there's like 750 arrests a day according to NYPD statistics on average. That's $250,000 a year, and basically, the bottom line is the bottom line. The money for the, the correction says, because when I was in jail, we used to say, the way to stop the COs from getting jobs is to stop coming to jail. But now they're forced to come to jail on other grounds to scrape the bottom of the barrel because they're putting themselves out of a job because crime is going down, whether they're successful in part or in whole or none. Okay, across across the statistical board, okay?
One reason why I'm basically involved with this campaign is because I'm tired of being harassed. You know, just the other day I seen a young guy, they had him up on the storefront on the concourse. And I just asked the brother, yo, are they treating you all right? Are they like strong-arming you, you know, harassing you, you know? And the cops told me, you better get out of here before we arrest you for you know, interfering with official police business. And I told him, I have the right to stand here. I said, I'm not up on y'all. I'm at least 20 feet away from y'all. And, you know, oh, you're a smart guy. You one of them smart guys, huh? You want to spend a night in jail? I said, for what? You know, because I'm talking, because I'm speaking up. Actually, I'm not even speaking to you, officer. I'm speaking to my brother right there. You know, and they just focus all their attention on this guy and try to, you know, basically rush me away from the scene. So that's one reason why I'm basically involved with this stuff, because I'm tired of being harassed. Our communities are constantly being, you know, being put through these motions and stuff for no reasons. For no reasons whatsoever, just to keep our communities down.
I'm participating in this disorderly conduct campaign as a supporter because I myself was a victim of it several times. I was arrested, I've had belongings taken from me, things that, you know, like cigarette lighters and vitamins that I had in my possession that was never returned. Well, I think the goal should be that the police stop selectively enforcing, you know, this so-called law, quote unquote, by targeting people who are in bad situations and not necessarily doing anything criminal. And that should free them up to focus on the crime that is being committed. Although the police department has reported that crime is down, it didn't stop.
Another point is to make everyone aware that picture of the homeless is trying to build a foundation to keep ourselves and our other brothers and sisters from falling again.
I think we've all been harassed, and it's time to stand up and say enough is enough, because we are the victims of this. It happens all the time, and we're this is it. We're not taking it no more.
I'm in this campaign. The way I want to help others, because I've been there, like helping them have people that stand there in benches, factories, and streets, you know, and they don't trust other people. And I've been there, and you know, they get arrested for other things, and they don't trust no other people no more. And for me, I like to reach out, and because I know how I feel about things like that, and see people living the way they live it now, old and young, and it's not getting no better. And I hope that some way learn to get better.
Whatever information I get about disorderly conduct, I could go out there and pass it on to people that I don't know. Like saying each one to reach one. So if I could pass it to them, they could pass it to somebody else.
They have disorderly conduct for us. Well, we should give them something unconstitutional conduct. You know, when they violate our rights, they should be penalized somehow. You know, that's why all communities need to get together. Not just homeless people, not just working class. I mean, everybody. You know, everybody needs to